What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Fry, and shout out to the Fry Nation. Guys, today we're talking about a game called Cossacks 3. It just released on Steam this morning. Full disclosure, I don't know what the fuck Cossacks is. This is the first time that I've been able to play it. I was lucky enough to get a review code from the guys over at GSC Game World. So this game is like an RTS, which, like, first, right off the bat, I don't fuck with RTSs. I'm not really a big fan of games like StarCraft, Company of Heroes. But this one, I don't know what it is. But this one is like a very slow-paced, real-time strategy. I'm a huge fan of Civilization. Civilization, if you guys don't know, is like a turn-based civilization builder, basically. You choose your country and you build off of that. And it's turn-based. Cossacks, on the other hand, is kind of like the same thing, but it's real time, so you don't have to wait for everybody to make their turn and go forth, but it's still slow pace. It's not about getting all the resources right off the bat and then building and building and building and getting units and getting units, Zerg rush. It's not about that, and that's the biggest turnoff for me when it comes to RTSs. This is nothing like that. It's actually kind of slow paced and then ramps up as you start getting more peasants to do, to start building mills and mining and stuff like that. It starts to ramp up, and then eventually you get into like huge scale combat against other AI players. Or you can play multiplayer, kind of like a Civilization game. You can go in with your friends and go against AIs, or host games and go against other players. When I played this is an early build, keep in mind. When I played it was really buggy with the multiplayer, and I reached out to the developers. They got back to me really quick, and they said that you were playing on a temporary server. It's going to be changed, and I guess we're rolling over to their real servers for the actual launch. So we'll see how true that is. By the time this video goes up, the game will be on Steam. But if you guys are looking for like a real-time strategy that is kind of like more on the slower side of things, I think this is a game that you guys might really enjoy. There's a lot of micromanagement, like you have to build like barracks and like academies so you can do research, mills, mines. You can choose between a whole bunch of different countries. I've tried Russia and Ukraine. Each country gives you different things. Like I know with Ukraine, I'm a very like war-minded person when it comes to this. I will build armies and I will fuck shit up. Ukraine is terrible for that because they have like ranged units, which I feel like are very weak compared to like some of the like pikemen and spearmen and all this other shit that you can get. Russia's that shit. That's all I gotta say. I played Germany in Civilization. Russia is my Germany in Cossacks 3. You can fuck shit up. Now, I have yet to see battles this big, but these guys are touting 10,000 soldiers simultaneously on the battlefield, which is fucking crazy. You see the pictures, it looks so fucking cool. And the game is only $20. Like, the game is launching at $19.99 US. Very simple. Yet there's a lot of depth involved with what you have to build and the way you have to do it. And then, of course, it leads to crazy fucking battles. I've been in small little skirmishes with, like, what I thought was a huge army rolling towards me. Not even close. Not even fucking close. The amount of warfare that you can get in this game looks phenomenal. For $20, I feel like this is a nice gap. A nice bridge gap between games like StarCraft and games like Civilization. This is like that almost perfect middle ground. And like I was talking to the developer, and they said that they've been updating like every day, sometimes twice a day. So I feel like these guys are like really dedicated to bringing it back. I added the guy on Skype, and he added me back within about 5 minutes, answered my questions. But here's the thing. I knew about this game a long time ago. They actually reached out to me like a few months ago and said, hey, we would love for you to try our game, Cossacks 3, when it releases. They didn't give me a date back then, but I was like, yeah, feel free. If you guys want to send me a review key or a key, do your thing. And they never really got back to me until literally like yesterday. Today is Tuesday. They hit me up yesterday, and they're like, here's your keys. Embargo lifts tomorrow morning. It's just like, holy fucking shit. Like, we couldn't do a couple of day testing. Like, gee, this is kind of sudden. So I actually canceled my stream last night so I could play this and do this video because it was like a last minute thing. And then you go to the community hub and there is actually a huge thread of people talking about how they have to work on their PR. I feel like this is a game that's going to hit a really small niche, and I kind of want to see this like flourish, because like I feel like this game is like a solid, simple, kind of old school game that a lot of RTS fans might get into. If you're a fan of the old games like Stronghold, I feel like this could like really scratch that 2016 itch. Now again, keep in mind, this is like from somebody who plays Civilization and hasn't even heard of the Cossacks franchise. So if you're like a diehard and you're like, I have an issue with this, like, come on, let's just bring it back. Like, this is the first time I've actually dived into this franchise. Apparently the first games came out in the early 2000s. Like, I was fucking playing PS2 at the time, man. Like, chill. So here's what we're going to do. I know this is a little bit different style of content that I do on the channel. It's still game coverage, but it's just not a game I think you guys were expecting to see. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below using the keyword Cossacks. That lets me know you guys made it to the end of the video, and I'm curious, is this something that you guys are interested in? Do I have RTS people who actually watch the channel? I'm curious. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. My name is Big Fry. Shout out to the Fry Nation, and I'll see you on the next one.